Hi, I'm Miss Cindy. I'm here again today to share some stories with you. The particular one I'm going to share with you today is a follow-up to last week's where we met Tacky the penguin. We also learned some things about penguins and how they live in a cold, icy land. They're birds, but they don't fly, but they do swim and dive. But Tacky is a pretty odd fella. He does all kinds of things that not normal for penguins. But I have another adventure of Tacky to share with you today. This one is called Three Cheers for Tacky. Oh my goodness, can you see that they are, all of his companions are all dressed up like cheerleaders? What could this be? This again is written by Helen Lester and illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. So let's see what adventure Tacky gets into today. Three cheers for Tacky. Okay. Well, there once lived a group of penguins in a nice icy land. One was goodly, one was lovely, one was angel, one was neatly, and one was perfect. And then there was one called Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, meaning he was very different from his other companions. But look here. When they grew old enough, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and Tacky went to school. Look at their schoolhouse. Isn't that cool? That's an igloo. Look at their playground. They even have a flag out here at their school. But look, they're all going into their school. They read books. They wrote their names. Okay, let's look how they read books. They're all reading them like they should. How's Tacky reading his? He's got his book on his head, on top of his head. Can you read like that with your book on top of your head? I never have. And they wrote their names, and look how beautiful that goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect wrote theirs. Uh-oh, look at Tacky's handwriting. Oh my goodness. They learned their numbers. This one says 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 1 equals 4, 4 plus 1 equals 5, 5 plus 1 equals 6. Here's Tacky's. 600,723 plus 1 equals 92 and a half. Tacky is definitely an odd bird, isn't he? Well, if you can see, it says Great Penguin Cheering Contest, and they're all looking at this sign. One day at the school, the penguins noticed a sign with an exciting announcement. Their class had been invited to take part in the Great Penguin Cheering Contest. Well, penguin classes from all over the iceberg would be there, and the team with the finest cheer would win shiny blue bow ties. Ooh, cool. Bow ties. Ooh. Imagine what they could do if they just had some shiny blue bow ties. And they're all dreaming about it. But where's Tacky wanting to wear his bow tie? On his feet? Told you, Tacky's an odd bird. Well, right after school, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect hurried away to practice their cheers. Softly and properly they began. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. They did it beautifully, even though it was the very first time they had been through it. So that was their cheer. Oh my goodness, look what's happening. Then up waddled Tacky. He was a little bit late and a little bit loud. What's happening? He blared. We're practicing our cheer. That's what's happening, they replied. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. What a cool cheer for them. Tacky's going to give it a try. But instead, he went 1, 2, 3 left, A, B, C right, flop down, roll over, say, what's for supper? Well, Tacky, they said patiently, we are a team, and if you are on the team, you must be exactly like the rest of us. Well, as you might guess, that's pretty hard for Tacky. He wanted very much to be on the team, so Tacky decided to try to cooperate and move with a stiff upper beak like the rest of them. But, you know what? How could he see where he was going with a stiff upper beak in that way? And what did he do? He ran into an iceberg. And the directions were not always easy. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 left. Where is everybody, he wondered. Well, Tacky had trouble coming up with the proper costume, too. Look how he's dressed, like Santa, like a fairy princess, like maybe the Easter Bunny. Finally, he finds him a sweater just like they have with a T for tacky. So he got his pom-poms, but they were never quite right because he had one in his beak and one tied to his tail. Would this team ever have a chance to win? The shiny blue bow ties. Well, they were so concerned. Look, he even put the pom-pom over his face. The penguins practiced and they practiced and they practiced and they practiced until finally the day before the contest. 1, 2, 3 left, 1, 2, 3 right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky got it right. Yay. Oh, look, this is where they're going to perform. The next morning, teams from all over the iceberg gathered for the Great Penguin Cheering Contest. Each team waited nervously to perform, but no team was more nervous than Tacky's. Could he do it right just one more time? Oh, my goodness. The first team marched on the stage. Pip, 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 pip. Rah, and the judges looked bored. That wasn't too exciting. They looked bored. Well, look at this team. Another team marched forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sis, boom, bah, and back off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the judges just yawned. That was not very exciting either, was it? Well, the third team chanted, wave the pom-poms, hold it high, bow politely, say goodbye. And the judges fell asleep and even snored. Oh, my goodness. Well, finally, there was only just one team left, and that was Tacky's. With quivering beaks, they faced the sleeping audience and the snoring judges. This was it. This was the big time. Goodly, lovely, angel, perfect, and Tacky began. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for crying out loud. Look what he did. He fell. He stumbled and fell. Well, the audience gasped. Startled by Tacky's loud voice, the odd bird had tripped over the tails of his Hawaiian shirt and crashed belly down. Oh, my goodness. The horrified teammates just carried on. 1, 2, 3 right. Uh-oh, they're walking right on top of him. But poor Tacky, now he was a bit muddled and pulled his sweater over his head in embarrassment. The sight of a headless penguin got the whole crowd laughing. Stand up, sit down, say good night. By now the crowd was on its feet, begging for more. Bravo, that was great. Let's have another cheer. Tacky poked his head out. Another cheer? Well, if they insist. He gave them a second cheer. 1, 2, 3 left, A, B, C right. Flop down, roll over, say, what's for supper? Well, the crowd roared and the judges slapped each other on the back and even other penguin teams clapped wildly. So Tacky had everyone in a third, so Tacky led everyone in a third cheer. 1, 2, 3, yay! Rudy, toot, toot, hooray! High flippers, we're okay. Penguins everywhere gave high flippers. There was no question about who wore the shiny blue bow ties home. Tacky was an odd bird, but he was a nice bird to have around. And that's the story of Tacky. Look where he wore his shiny blue bow tie. Not around his neck, but on top of his head. Tacky is quite a fun story to hear. Thanks for being with us today and hearing one more adventure of Tacky the Penguin. Thanks.